Hey folks, I'm making this video short and sweet for those who don't want to hear me yammering in the other one. So I am going to put on a veil and wimple in such a way that they will stay nice and stable through a day of activity. The key to keeping your veil and wimple stable is to use a barbette and fillet. They're basically little fabric noodles. I like to call them stability noodles. So I am going to take my first noodle and I am going to put it around my head, right up against the head, pulled around underneath the bump in the back of my head, and this one I am just going to tie in a knot. You can, if you want, pin it. Pinning it is fine, but I am just going to tie this one. Then the barbette I am going to pin because I don't want to create a lump of knot at the top of my head. So to pin this, because it's not going to be seen, I'm going to use regular sewing pins, quilting pins that are nice and cheap. I want to drop my chin, make sure that I'm able to talk and eat with this on my head, and I will just pin that together. To keep it stable, I'm then going to pin where the bands intersect. So, pinning through both bands. And I will do the same on the other side, pinning through both bands. Now that that's nice and stable, I'm going to pin on my wimple, which is a long, narrow rectangle of linen, handkerchief weight, with a plain rolled edge as a hem. You can roll this by machine or by hand, depending on your preference. Once again, drop your chin. Pull the wimple up to the top of your head and flip that extra fabric to the back. And you are going to put another pin right there at the top to hold it in place. Last but not least, we are going to put on the veil. I am using a circular veil. The diameter is right around 25 inches. It's not too big. You want to center the veil on your forehead, pull it back so it is nice and even, so you can still see because you don't want it too far in your eyes. And then you want to secure it at the top and at the sides, particularly at the temples. I'm fussing because I still can't do stuff in the camera. All of my rights and lefts are confused. So, you want to get your pins, and you are going to pin it once again at that intersection of the bands. Then the intersection on the other side. And you want a little pin that's going to connect to the front band. If you want extra super duper security, if it's going to be out, if you're going to be outside a lot, if you're going to be really active, if you're going to be dancing, you can also put a pin at the crown of your head into that top band. And so with this, you are nice and covered. It will stay all day. If you want to add a little hat on top to dress it up, You can leave off the hat, you can put on a bicocket, you can put on a circlet. Lots of options, but just a couple pins. This goes on pretty quick, and you can look super medieval all day. Thanks!